Today, it's all about the lime. Hey guys, Tom here. Welcome back to the Underground and welcome back to the Classic Cocktail Clash. We only have a few matchups left in the preliminary round. But first, I wanted to talk about some results from a previous match. In the citrus bracket, we featured, this was match 14, where we featured the Moscow Mule against the Margarita. If you remember, Moscow Mule, simple drink, vodka, ginger beer, lime. I love this drink because I like ginger beer. Simple drink, 3-ingredient drink, couldn't be simpler, very refreshing drink, and a lot of people liked it. And that went up against an all-time classic, a Margarita, which is, as we all know, the drink of Mexico, tequila, some lime, some orange liqueur, shake it up, and it's as simple as that. And the cool thing about this drink is it lends itself to all kinds of different variations. Different fruit flavors, salt, no salt, sugar, rocks, straight up, frozen. And this was a great drink for the Clash because we can change it up as we move along. So I put it out there, and there was a lot of opinions on this, and in a bit of an upset, the winner of match 14 between the Moscow Mule and the Margarita was in fact the Moscow Mule. I was actually shocked when I saw the results and what people preferred. So today we are staying in the citrus bracket. Actually, this is kind of like a clash and a half because, well, you'll see. But for now, we're staying in the citrus bracket with our last matchup in the citrus bracket. And that features two very lime-forward citrus drinks. And that is the Gimlet versus the Caipirinha. I think it's Caipirinha. We've done Caipirinha before because we talked about Brazil and cachaça, which is basically a Brazilian style rum. And if you want some more information on that, I'll leave you a card here. You can check out that video after you finish watching this clash. So let's talk a little bit about history about these drinks. You might be more familiar with the Gimlet. And a Gimlet goes back to the 19th century, where British sailors back in the day, scurvy was a big thing. And what that was, I think it's a deficiency in vitamin C. So what would happen is the British sailors were given lime rations to fight off scurvy. So what happened was to keep the lime and the lime juice from going bad, they would get the juice and then they would preserve it with some neutral spirit, and that would keep the lime fresh for the duration of their cruise voyage, and then they would fight off scurvy. And then this product was invented called Rose's Lime Juice Cordial, which is basically a shelf-stable version of lime juice. But we're not going to use that. We are going to use regular lime. And where is this drink? Let me see. Okay, that's what, like, back to the British Navy. This drink is often credited to a guy named Admiral Thomas Desmond Gimlet. Yes, Gimlet, who was a British doctor in the Navy, and he would use this for, like we said, for the scurvy. Other people say that a gimlet was a tool to make holes in ships. So, you know, it varies. That's a great thing about cocktails and history. It varies depending on who you talk to. So that's going to match up against the Caipirinha. This has a long history. It goes back to the 1500s, where cachaca, which is like rum, one is made from the cane and sugar cane, and the other is made from sugar juice. The cachaca is made from the cane, and where rum is made from the byproduct of molasses. So like I said, it goes back to the 1500s, to a drink where it was a byproduct of sugar processing, and they just made this cachaca drink, where the cocktail itself, the Caipirinha, came up. First, it was in the early 20th century, they believe, as a medicinal tool. So let's make them, and first we're going to make the Caipirinha. Simple drink, and it starts with lime. Whole lime. You get a lime, you cut it up into pieces, and you put it in your glass. And then you get some sugar. Now ordinarily I would use syrup, but for this I'm going to use sugar, just about half a teaspoon or so of sugar. And then we are going to muddle this drink. And the reason I'm using sugar as opposed to syrup is because we want to grind up this lime as best we can. And that's going to get not only the juice, but more importantly, the oils out of the rind and the zest. I remember years ago, I was at a bar and I saw a guy making this drink, and I wondered what the heck he was doing. I was probably in my 20s at the time, so it was only a couple of years ago. And he made this drink, and he just beat the hell out of these limes. So I'm gonna do as best I can. That looks about good. You work that as much as you see fit. And then we need some cachaca. Oh, this is kind of cold. My closet's a little cold back there. 2 ounces of cachaca. So these, if you think about it, once we compare them, the Caipirinha and the Gimlet, you'll see, are basically the same drink. So this is really just comes down to a matter of spirit preference in the end. So let's give it a shake. We need a glass. We will use this glass. It's probably a little overkill, this glass, but that's all right. And I'm just going to put 1 big ice cube. I'm going to get my strainer. Actually, let's see. Maybe this glass will be better. We'll try this glass, see how it goes. We might have to transfer it. No, I'm going to stick with this glass because I already have the ice in it. And it's a nicer glass. Yeah, that other glass would have been too big, too small, I think. So for garnish, a lime wheel seems apropos. And to start us off on today's anti-scurvy clash is the Caipirinha. Next up is a very similar drink to to the Caipirinha, and that is the Gimlet. So this is basically the same drink, except it's not. First, I need my sugar that I forgot to get out. I'll put that right there. So we need some gin. Now, traditionally, this drink is made with gin. A lot of people would get vodka gimlets. That's very popular as well. But we're going to make it with gin because that's historically how this drink was made. So I'm going to put some gin. That's 2.5 gin. And about 1/2 ounce of lime, and about 1/2 ounce of syrup. Now, yes, if you absolutely must, you can use the bottled Roses lime. I prefer that you don't, but hey, you do you. You know what I mean? Here we go. Shake it up, shake it up. 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 And then we need a chilled cocktail glass. With our little coaster. Another lime zest. And there you go. Number 2, which we'll talk about this in a minute, the Gimlet. Okay, I promised you clash and a half. So if you recall, back in the drinking bracket, we had, let me just get my brackets here so I can, the drinking bracket, we have one matchup left in the drinking bracket, if I can find it. Here we go, my papers are all wet. If you recall, first we had the Godfather versus the Americano. Godfather beat that. And then we had, actually first, we had the Stinger versus the Boulevardier. No, hold on. Scratch that. We had the Godfather versus the Stinger. It was their very first matchup. Godfather won. And then we had the Boulevardier versus the Americano, which were both Campari-based drinks, and the Americano won that. And then we put the Godfather against the Americano, which the Godfather moved ahead again. So we have this little Godfather drink right here. Simple drink, if you recall, just a little bit of scotch and a tiny bit of amaretto. I liked it because it kind of reminded me between the smoke of the scotch and the sweet nuttiness of the amaretto. Kind of gave me like a barbecue feel. So we have one more drink to do. And, ooh, do you like that move? And that's going to go against our final matchup in the drink-in, the Long Island iced tea. This is, originally was not in the clash, but I put it in after because how can you not? If you're from my generation, this was a big drink back in the day. And again, with many of our drinks here on the clash, this has a either or type of history. Some people believe this drink arose from the days of Prohibition, where drinkers really just needed something to disguise their booze so they could drink it. And others say that it came from a bar in, of all places, Long Island, where they just invented this drink. And, you know, if you go to any chain restaurant out there, they're all going to have their own version of a Long Island iced tea. Now, the thing about Long Island iced tea, you need your biggest glass. You fill it with ice and you put basically everything you have in your liquor cabinet in it. If it's clear, it's probably going in this drink. It calls for gin. How much gin? You can mix it up. 1/2 ounce, 3/4 of an ounce, whatever you see fit. I'm somewhere in the middle on mine. And this, I mean, this is certainly somewhere where you could get away with using your not high-end boozes. Like, you're not going to use the gin and the vodka that you're using, you're making your fancy martinis with. Or heck, maybe you are. I mean, I am, because that's what I have up here. So far we have gin, vodka, rum, triple sec, with some tequila, that's it for the booze. I'm going to put a little lemon. I'm going to put a little syrup. Some people would use sour mix. Some people would use lemon juice. Like I said, I use lemon juice. I'm actually going to just add, actually when I used 10 bar, I actually thought it tasted better with a little orange juice as opposed to lemon juice, but that's just me. Today I'm using lemon. And then finally, just top it off with a little bit of cola. Now, you know us around here, we don't make a lot of drinks with soda because soda is kind of bad for you, but this is Mexican Coke with real sugar in it, so it's not as bad as high fructose Coke. Little stir, top it off again. It's iced tea, so obviously lemon is apropos. And so is a straw. And for those hot days on the beach or anywhere else, I give you the Long Island iced tea. There you have it, guys. We have a bevy of refreshments today. I don't even know where to start, but we are going to start indeed, because you know it's time for ready, drink. Okay, I think we're going to start here with the Caipirinha. I don't remember. I haven't had this since I made it the last time on the show. So, cheers. You know, it's kind of like a daiquiri. It's good. It's refreshing. I think maybe the Kashaka tends to be maybe a little less harsh than just rum. We should do a taste test sometime. What do you think? We should do a taste test between rum and Kashaka. Citrusy. It's good. I mean, I don't really, it's very citrus forward. So that goes up against the Gimlet, which is basically the same drink, sugar, gin, and lime, as opposed to sugar, Kashaka, and lime. Cheers again. For not being a gin drinker, that's a good gin drink. I would drink a gin gimlet. A gin gimlet. Wow, this is gonna be tough. This is why I need your help. You need to try, I mean, are you gonna get Shashaka everywhere? In your upper scale places, I would think you're probably gonna have it. But they're very similar drinks. I probably, maybe shouldn't, was it good to match them up together or not good? It was actually just a blind draw, so it's not really my fault that they came out this way, but who knows, who cares, who knows? So, and then we have the Godfather, which, as you recall, 2 Scotch, a quarter part Amaretto, mix it up, a little bit of ice. It's a nice drink. I mean, I don't like Scotch, but that's a nice drink. And then it goes up against this monster. I probably have not had a Long Island iced tea in easily 30 years, if not more. So let's see if it's everything that I remembered. Cheers to you, my childhood. Not my childhood, my early adulthood. Wow, I haven't had a Coke in a long time either. It's good. I don't know quite what to make of this. It's a good drink. I mean, I never really thought that they tasted so much like tea, but it's good. Wow. So guys, there you have it. A great clash and a half today. Made 3 drinks, tasted 4. I need your help. Tell me what you think. Remember, you can go out. I mean, you're going to get these 2 anywhere. You're going to get this anywhere. This one you might have to do a little work for. But if worse comes to worse, match that up against a regular daiquiri and then see how you go. I don't even remember. Did daiquiri move on? I don't know. I'll have to go back and look. That's it, guys. Try them, go out, order them both, taste them, tell me which one you prefer. You vote here, you vote on Instagram, you vote on Twitter, you vote on, not X. However you can get a hold of me and vote, let me know, see which one moves on. And that, we have 2 more preliminary clashes to go. The winner of this one gets to the main bracket, and then we have 1 more they're both in the boozy. We'll do them soon, and let me know. If this is your first time to the clash, you've come at a good time. We're moving right along. So be sure to subscribe to the Underground. Hit the bell. You'll be notified when a new clash or anything else comes along, and you can check it out. And also, do me a favor. If you like it, share the video, give it a thumbs up. Helps a ton. I'm not really sure how, I just know that it does. Also, you can get some merchandise for us. We have hats, shirts, drinkware, sweats, all kind of stuff that you can show your support for the Underground. Join the Pirate Armada and just let everybody know you're a happy member of the Grantham Pub Underground family. What else can I tell you to do? That's it. Come back and see us again. We enjoy having you. We enjoy spending some time with you. We enjoy you taking a little bit of your time and spending it with us. And come back and see us again. And remember, if you're going to drink like a pirate, but please do it responsibly. And until we meet again right here at the bar at the Grantham Pub Underground, I'll save a seat for you. Cheers.